We got to talk about a real legend in the rap game, man. We got to talk about our guy Chuck D, basically talking about, and I didn't even change the bars, man. My fault. I'm over here clowning. Chuck D was basically talking about that with what's going on with Kanye and talking about other cultures, and they're saying that's anti-Semitic. What's up with all the N-word talk on Twitter? And that needs to be banned too. So he put out a tweet to Elon Musk, was like, yo, we need to ban permanently in all formats the N-word. What's your thoughts on that real quick? And do you agree with the legendary Chuck D?
I'm going to have to push back on Chuck D on that one. Because to me, the N-word starts at home. It starts in the streets. If you want to have an impact on that, you need to talk to these families. You know, we got to be out of here like schooling people on what the N-word is really about and what it means. Like wiping it from Twitter does nothing. I mean, it really don't. I mean, that's just you just putting a Band-Aid on it and you just attacking Twitter just to attack Twitter. Then you're gonna have everybody else, you know, going for your neck. And next thing you know, every single word is going to be removed from it. But salute to Chuck D though. I mean, again, like the chat is saying, true icon. You know what I'm saying? I just don't agree with him on this particular subject, but Chuck D is still that.
Let me ask you this question, J Camp. Would you agree that in some or most cases, social media is raising a lot of children and families? No, I mean, youth and the families. So
absolutely, but you hear it as well, like in schools, at your you know, your local rec centers. I mean, it to me, it's through the community. I just feel personally that's where you start in a community versus
I agree.
Why I agree. Social media, but I'm not saying that Chuck D is wrong in his line of thinking. Yes, it does need to be removed from social media too. But I just feel like this is more of a home situation versus a digital situation.
And I also see what Touch is saying, that people will just come up with creative ways to spell it. You're never going to kill the word.
That's true too.
Didn't they say this on Nas's record? Like you can't have a funeral for the N word, right?
Right. Yeah. Right.
So
right. I see. I kind of see what Chuck is getting at, and to some degree.
I agree too,
man. Because
I agree. I mean,
he's trying to affect some kind of change,
but we can't.
No, but overall, I think you're right, J Camp. It does start at home with interpersonal, you know, those interpersonal relations and actually raising, bringing up the family and the children in the way that they should go. So it starts there. At the same time, I see with the whole anti-S word, maybe he's thinking, well, if that situation caused Ye to get his Twitter suspended, then why not apply that to everything, you know, to everything else that apply, other issues that pertain to us. So I'm just saying, I understand, but I think at the end of the day, J Camp, you're right. I get it just on a holistic.
Doesn't this Bebo go to the same situation that LeBron was saying, that why would you ask me about the Kyrie situation, but not the Jerry Jones situation?
It does. Yeah, it does go to that now.
Same type of situation. Yeah.
Now LeBron has been flip-flopping on some of those social issues.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course.
But on that, to answer your question, Iceberg, yes, it does go to that. I'm
going with Mr. Pro 9.
The scale's not balanced, is what's happening. Yeah,
I'm going with what Mr. Pro 9 is saying. He's saying it's not a real fix, and it's too hard to kind of go off of that, man. He's saying it's too hard to find out who can and cannot say it online. It's so easy just to ban it.
Right.
Not a real fix, but it's better than nothing.
Right.
I mean, it's a hard press, man. You know what I'm saying? I agree with what Jammer's saying too. It starts in the house, man.
It does.
And then of course, like what you're saying, Bebo, too. The house now is included. Social media is included in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
The kids are getting tablets before they even get pacifiers. So,
well, we can at least educate on home, because if you just remove it from Twitter,
Locksmith is saying it's taking over the families, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking about social media.
Sadly,
I mean, you got grandmothers, great grandmothers saying, you know what I'm saying? So you can take it away from social media, but if Granny's still cooking, you know what I'm saying, pulling them ribs out, and she's still using that N-word.
Yeah, some kids don't even know what their real name is. Their name was N-word since they was 5.
Exactly.
Man, that's
Nightmare saying he stopped using his rhymes years ago.
That's true. He did.
You know what I'm saying? All entertainers
Keisha,
or stars. Yeah, shout out Keisha. Keisha have a major impact on society, and not too many use that influence. Unfortunately, knowledge really is power, and I think if you got knowledge, man, you slowly take that out anyway. You know what I'm saying? But again, shout out Miss LB. That Project Roach.
Yeah, that joint on that Untitled album.
On the Untitled, which was supposed to be called the N-word.
It was.
Yeah, remember they wouldn't let them say it. Yeah,
until Congress interfered and said, "Oh boy, we can't have that. We can't have that N-word." I mean, no. Right.
You guys should come and learn from your roots. The bullet and knives can't do shit. The African culture is deep. It's about time for us to come together and conquer. Shout out to Prince, man.
Man, drop a bomb.
There you go.
Prince. Yes, all day, man. I think to me, this is why we kind of get on this platform. This is what this platform is built off of is about knowledge and truth. And sometimes we got to look in the mirror with those things, because some of the stuff that we love is not always good for us, man, or our kids. Yep. And I think that's where Ye come into play. People would say, hey, man, why'd you have kids with Kim? And I think he looked at Kim a certain way. But when he had his daughter, that's when Ye started changing. And so, again, though, you got to start looking at the future, man. And Prince is right, man. It starts with that knowledge, man, and understanding your roots, man, and where you're coming 100%. From and where we want to go. So Touch is also saying, don't get me wrong, in a perfect world, it doesn't exist on that platform.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And Hip Hop VCR saying Twitter and other platforms also give other cultures comfort in using it.
100% Hip Hop VCR.
Yep.
Can't deny that.
You can't.
At all.
You can't.
I think that's the issue maybe Chuck is talking about. Is one thing if somebody says something, it's another thing when you give comfort in making it like normal.
Right.
And I think that's where, like, you know, the Jewish community has a line that they don't like to cross. When you're saying something, and even if we don't agree with it or not, you're trying to make it a normal thing, and we haven't had a conversation. So, and other people can take that as we don't care. Hey, we do care when you're saying those things. You know what I'm saying? Even if there's truth behind.
I mean, again, I think we all get where Chuck D is coming from. He's coming from the heart with this one. I know he wants like real change with that, because he don't use the word, you know. So completely.
Lockman said we need to bring that belt back.
Yeah.
Well, shit, the kid's gonna call 911 on you now. You know what I'm saying? Funny thing is N-word is used in Sri Lanka. Rappers the U.S. Elon should ban Sri Lanka from Twitter. Now you read it. Let me delete it. In fact, he said
that like that message by the chief from Inspector Gadget. This was exploding.
Let me throw that bomb away.
And it goes right to the chief. Chief Quimby.
Antoine saying banning is not the fix. Free speech and all. It's personal responsibility. This is what Jay Camp's saying. It's personal responsibility and
accountability, man.
Facts, man.
But I think what Chuck D was talking about wasn't just the N-word with the A at the end. He's talking about all forms of the N-word. He was talking about the ER and all that, you know, when you guys look at the article. So, and that calls for a conversation, you know.
Feliciano.
But
hey man, I got Felix is in the building, man. Gotta give you the salute.
Feliciano.
The Frozen, man. I see, man. You got the swaggy name. He's saying wise word from you guys. Charity begins at home, and we agree 100%, man.
There
we love your profile pic too, man. You swaggy on there, man.
And shout out to Fonte too, who had that Charity Starts at Home album where he talked about a lot of these subjects we talking about right now.
Right.
Hey man, shout out to our guy Shamario, Mr. Do-Rag. You know what I'm saying? He got that crispiest do-rag on the internet, man. Was goody. He's in the building tonight, man, going hard with his paws. Yes. That fried chicken was serious too, man. Yeah, I agree on that Nas record. Project Roach and that fried chicken.
Yep.
A lot of bars, man. Like again, people sleeping on Nas bars, man. And Keisha saying never ignorant, getting goals accomplished is one thing. Facts.
That's one thing. Facts.
Brian is saying Nas Untitled was a Pimp the Butterfly before the Pimp the Butterfly. Nas be so ahead of his time. We gotta give you
the bomb, man. Give the salute.
Brian's coming in, man.
Man, he was educating me on that Sly Fox. I mean, I was in my younger days, so I needed that Untitled album.
Power. They got to get rid of it because woke content is getting
Ratio
to hell. Disney and Co. was losing money.
That's goofy talk right there.
Man, Scanlon's coming in with the cool. And the gunshot. Again, man, like I said, we just want to talk about that real quick, man. But like I said, man, I think it starts with us, man.
Great topic, though.
But great topic, man. And again, this is why we have the illest chat, man, because we hold everybody accountable.
Yeah.
But we still salute everybody's thoughts, man. And
I agree with J Camp, and I agree with Chuck D. You know, when we start operating in the fashion of individuals with leverage and power, then that's when we start getting some things accomplished for our people. So, yeah.
Yeah, man.